Hello, everybody. Wait a minute. Let's see. Oh, gotta fix that setting. Weird. I don't know why it's doing that, but that's okay. We'll figure this out. That going. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Certain that this is going the right. Okay. Okay. Getting into this for tonight. Tonight we are doing. Hello. I'm just, again, setting things up. Check this here. Okay. It's Sunday again, which that means temperature blanket. So let's go down. And I'm just going to show you real quick my temperatures that I had last week. So we've done the first week of January. We're now on the second week of January. So we got first 4 days were in the 40s, then 2 in the 50s, and 1 in the 40s. So that means lots of purple and a little bit of blue. So this is where we left off Tuesday. Hey, North Ferry. So that's where we left off. And let me zoom in. Hey, Cinderella. Glad everybody can join in. Before I get into this tonight, little heads up about this coming Saturday. This coming Saturday, I was not planning on doing more Tunisian crochet, but we're going to do a little bit just here for the background picture. You mean that background picture? Like, all the way to, not this one, but the next one over, it's almost sad green, but not. Okay. So, Saturday, need more rum. Oh, really? Oh, it's one of those nights. Okay. So, this coming Saturday, I was not planning on doing more Tunisian crochet, but there's a technique that I'm going to do, and I think it's probably going to be kind of interesting for some people. So, but that's Saturday. Oh, gotcha. I I understand. Let's dive into this. This was our day. Oh, I gotta check something. I gotta bring this up so I can keep track. So I got 4 rows of purple. Okay. So this was our where we left off. Hopefully this isn't blurry. It's a little blurry. It's probably because I zoomed in so much. So I'm just finishing this row. And again, we're doing single crochet, chain, and then single crochet. And we're doing in the chain space from the row below. So I'm here finishing, and I'm going to show you how to join the chain, join the color again as a review. So I need to go in to this last space here because we've already done this chain space, stitching this chain space. We got to go into the next at the very end. We're going to go in, and I got to check that real quick. So we got 2 on the hook. We're changing colors. I've already trimmed the tail. So I'm going to use my new color of the purple, which I really like this new purple that I got. It's like a raspberry purple color. So we got our 2 on our hook from the row. Loop it over, loop the new color on, and we're going to finish the stitch with the new color. And with this pattern, if you're adding a new color, you chain 2. And I don't know why you add 2 if you're adding a new color, and you only chain 1 if you're continuing. I don't get it. So now we're going to flip our yarn, our work. And we're going to go into that chain space right there. So, because here on the end was pretty much a single crochet. We're going into that chain space. And now we're going to chain. Same pattern if you're following along. And if some of you are actually doing the same pattern. So I'm not really going to go into detail about how to do the stitch. This is more of a, I think these temperature blanket streams are going to be more of a chit-chat type thing, unless there's new people that are interested in what we're doing, then I can go back and explain. I gotta get this angle and this lighting the right way. Let me check this. Is anybody working on their temperature blanket or any other projects or? Somebody's playing video games, you can talk about that. Again, this is more of a chill incoming photo. Okay, hold on a second. Are you sending it here in Twitch or elsewhere? Because there's a way, and I don't know how the user did it. There's a way that you can send a photo. Remember the other last night? Forgot the user's name. Baby Duck Waddle. Okay, that's fine. When they sent that picture of that wolf Afghan and that monkey that they made, they did it through the Discord. I mean, not Discord, the Twitch. I already get a knot in it. It's just a brand new ball of yarn. This purple's working really good with this dark blue. I'm liking it. So I didn't ask with that rum. Is it just rum or is there something mixed with that rum? Oh, wow. I'm assuming it's okay for me to share this here on, okay, I gotta make a new thing. I gotta find. That's what Cling Miko has been working on. I really like those colors together. Really, really like those colors together. Good job. Move that all the way off screen. And you're doing it when you were for the days that when you were pregnant. I really like those colors. Okay. Yeah. I think I don't know. I did it right. I thought I did an extra chain stitch. So what's in with that rum? Wait, wait. Am I doing this right? Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it right. Okay. Because that the other week when I was doing it, I messed it up. Yeah, I'm doing it right. I can't do that. No. Actually, um, I got some rum, and I think I mentioned it to you guys before when I got it, and you said if I didn't like it, that you guys would take it. It's actually sitting right here. Um, it's the Bumbu XO. That's some good stuff. I just like the bottle. Yeah, I'm keeping the bottle afterwards. Oh no 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 no! I love it. I can't do it straight up. I got to mix it usually with my Diet Coke. Yeah, I love that stuff. You can judge me for the sad green. Am I zoomed in too much? I know it's kind of difficult to see what. Yeah, I think I'm zoomed in a little too much. Yeah, that might be better. You kind of see the overall. I mean, my hands have to be on part of it when I'm doing it. Yes, I have that powerful of a camera. You can see the molecular structure of the acrylic. But yeah, I found this technique that involves it's related to Tunisian crochet that I'm gonna do on Saturday. So if you're interested in anything along those lines, yes, we are doing a single crochet in the chain space below. So basically, this is a good example. So these stitches here, these blue stitches are the previous day, and these blue stitches are the day before that. So this row I'm working on, they're going to be lined up with not the previous day, but the day before that. So you're going to go into that chain space, and you're going to do a single crochet, then you're going to chain, and then you're going to crochet in the next chain space. So you're not actually going into the single crochet. That's one of the ways that makes this blanket go quicker because you're not trying to find the individual stitch. You're the way I do it is I feel with my middle finger underneath that I can like okay, yep, there's the spot, there's the spot. That didn't sound right. Yes, I'm fingering the blanket. I said it before anybody else could. Um, where was I going with this? Yeah, and again, I do it fast, but we're gonna single crochet into that chain space and then immediately do a chain, and then you're going to single crochet in the next chain space, do a chain. I definitely crochet a lot faster. You made me miscount. I definitely do it much. I crochet much faster than I knit. As I was saying, on there's a piece of green fuzz on Saturday. It is a Tunisian styled stitch, and this technique that I'm going to demonstrate. If anybody was interested in anything along those lines, like I did yesterday. Welcome, Grammy. And yeah, you did come in the middle of that conversation. Yeah, when I have that, I write a little note on a little scratch, a little piece of paper, like rip up a piece of paper and just write a little note, basically real brief, what what the pattern is, and I'll safety pin it and the hook size and all of that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's also important to put the hook size, because if for whatever reason, if you use a different size hook that might be one size difference, it could screw it up. Well, yeah, but I mean, it can change depending on the type of yarn you use. But if you only use worsted weight, then it's really not going to change. You're chitting and chatting. Okay, that emote there, I know about them. I don't know how to do emotes. I mean, obviously, I'm not doing them in my own chat. I mean, I've seen it in other people's chats. I just have to figure out how to do all of those. That's like a cool Twitch thing where you can add interest or whatever it is to the chat. But yeah, I like Bob Ross. Who doesn't like Who doesn't like Bob Ross? Oh, I can't even tell who that is. Oh god, now I'm going to be flooded with emotes. Okay, I'm okay with that. Any interaction is good. We're getting closer to the end of this day, and I got 3 more rows of purple. That's the stitch. So Grammy, you came in the middle of the conversation. Clay Miko is has already hit the rum. Apparently, they said that parenthood is a joy. My hand is in the way. It's creating a shadow that I can't see the stitch. Because I have a light to my right that's really bright and in the way. Zoom out a little. Okay. Is that good? Anyone else working on any other projects? It doesn't have to be crochet. It could be anything. Always. That's always a project. Oh, ain't that the truth? Coming to the end. Okay. Come to the end. The next color is purple. So we're just gonna. Well, ain't that the truth? Oh, we know that. We all know that. Gonna try to find where. Okay, I knew where I'm going. So now the next day, we're now working on January 9th. Scan was in the 40s. I know of a project that Grammy's working on. Of course, Grammy always has at least a couple projects going. There we go. That's better. Wow. I can see. Yeah, those monkeys are kind of cool. one project per solution. Ah, I don't know anything about programming. I don't know if I have the patience. I mean, I have patience and all, but I don't know about that. I mean, I have the patience to crochet. Yeah, I've seen the 32-point Mariner's Compass in progress. It's pretty cool looking. You saw the compass? Oh, that was a different compass than what Grammy is talking about, I think. Yeah, that's a different one. I like both. I like that one too. So, are you putting it in the foyer to show on one and guess the way to go, the way to leave? Compasses are used to find direction. Making more progress. Ah, lost the stitch. Got it. Leave by 6. That's late. 6 a.m. or p.m. Amen. Just double checking the calendar for colors. I really am liking that purple with that blue. Yeah, it is a very um, pale, like celery color green, and that's the color I have the most of. I mean, I don't want the whole blanket to be all dark colors, so I think that's a good. My yellow's bright, the white obviously. My red that I have right now is a little on the darker side. I'm not putting the sad green in here. I don't have enough sad green. We had mentioned that this green is happy green because it's the complete opposite. It's light. That's the sad green. Yes, sad green always sits on my desk. It's one of the only balls of yarn that's always on my desk. Thanks to you. It's like a almost like a soft paperweight. I don't mind it either. Now, sad green. It's okay. You're loved. Okay, that was weird. But that's why most of you tune into my stream to see the weirdness. Not only the craft, the weird, the oddities that could happen. Oh, I'm blind. Wow. End of the rose coming up. Melancholy green. Melancholy green sounds like the name of a really, really bad um, folk song from like the 60s. Like something that Peter, Paul, and Mary would have sang. On to row 3 of the night, which is again purple. Don't stop believing. Okay, now you're going to want me to sing Journey, and A, nobody wants to hear me sing, and B, I'm not allowed to sing. Well, yeah, you should embrace the sad green. Yep. No. Nobody's having fun if they hear me sing. Put you in the loft. Got living on a prayer. stitch on that one. A gable room? What do you mean a gable room? Now we're doing joke. I don't know. What did the hat say to the blanket? Oh, I'm not. I'm not responding to that joke. Call 911 to get you up there. Yeah, you wouldn't roast with all the blankets and quilts and hats and don't encourage her. Oh my god. Are you Googling yarn related jokes? Captain Hook? Captain Crochet Hook? Wow. Yeah, you could tell she's been drinking rum. I was just said that. Well, depending on how. Yeah, we're better off not doing the limericks. Something to do with their needles. Oh, they always drop their needles. Oh my god. So I guess Clay Miko is our resident comedian in my stream. No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know any crafting jokes. It's okay, Clay Miko. You can tell all of your crafting related jokes because they keep us in stitches. Ah, stop! I'm losing it now. Cinderella, stop, stop, stop. For those who don't know, she is referencing the Mel Brooks movie, the History of the World Part 1, and we're during the French Revolution segment. Cloris Leachman's character is a peasant and does a thing with a knitting needle. Oh my god. You're gonna get who another shot. And actually, out of that whole movie, that's like one of my favorite scenes. Wow. Almost done this third row for tonight. Or can always do a if we get everybody on Discord or Zoom or whatever, do a viewing party of the movie. Wait, what? Crash landing? Who's what? Seeing too much purple. Okay. I don't know what we're talking about. Oh, in the right spot to do this. I'm hearing History of the War Part 1 and then a helicopter and crashing and. Okay, end of row 3. And now row 4. Again, purple. I like the color purple, but a little much. Oh, I like it too. I think technically the color they call is raspberry. It's purple. Co- Color purple, yes. That is a good movie. No, no, the color purple was not a Prince song. That's Purple Rain. Oh, and okay, the Prince song, Raspberry, Raspberry Beret. Okay, I gotcha. Well, I didn't make the color. I just picked it up at the store. No, I got this at the first hand store, not the second hand store. And this is yarn. This isn't a beret, and I'm not making a beret. In fact, you know what? I think I made a beret one time. I don't know what I was thinking. Exactly. I know. That's why I said that. I never wore a beret. I think Grammy's a little smashed too. Oh, you mean like a tam o' shanter, like a like with like the traditional Scottish hat, which is kind of like a beret with the pom pom on the top. No, I'm not making one of those. Exactly. Well, that's because golf is from Scotland. That's why they wore all those plaid colors. Sure. I'm just getting tired. Okay. Wow. Glad I have a. I made somebody a moderator. I'm joking. Don't do anything. Don't reprimand. Oh wait a minute. I made the person who's drinking a moderator. What? In my defense, I made them a moderator before I knew they were drinking. Mm, Heckler in chief. The damn damn. She, Cinderella meant, the old fashioned. Well, I think people still wear them apparently. The old fashioned ugly golf hat that was kind of looked like a beret, but had a big old pom pom in the center on the top. It's the traditional Scottish whatever hat. It's also called a tam o' shanter. Not to be confused with there's this chocolate cookie type of thing from Australia called a Tim Tam. That's something totally different. Yes. Okay, this fourth row is going by a lot quicker than the first three. I don't know if I got a boost of energy or whatever. This is the last day of purple for this segment. For this week. Meaning this week we just finished. Well, I take that back. This is 4 days of purple. Then it'll be 2 of blue, and then 1 more of purple. Oops, I went in the wrong spot. Okay. There we go. We're good. No comment. I'm trying to adjust my eyes. There's probably an emote of that in here somewhere. La 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 la. I don't need to know. Yeah. I might have to revoke someone's privileges. No, Norfairy leaving? I don't know about that. I wasn't going to boot anybody. Meaning revoke privileges because of my moderator being a little, I don't know if she's tipsy or whatever. I'm almost done this row. Starting to get crossed. Here's her temporary drug stories for forever. Basically, okay, you know what I'm gonna do? This is a temporary thing. Let me see here. Oh, my whole chat restarted. I can't see anything. Okay. Now I can't see the rest the chat from before, but that's okay. You're not mod anymore. Because I don't want you to abuse the power. Basically, a mod will police my chat in case somebody says some things that are inappropriate or whatever. Or, and I haven't had it yet, knock on fake wood, um, there will be accounts that will come in and spamming the chat for their graphic artists and wanting the streamer to use their services to make banners or whatever for their stream. No, what I had to do is whatever I clicked on to unmod, then when I came back it did it, yeah. But there are users that will spam people's stream. So that's part of it. So we've got, let me just double check. Yeah, we've got 4 rows. That's for the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. Yeah, you do that. The 12th, it was 53 degrees, so that is a blue color for me. Yeah, it might come back. I'm gonna trim that because changing colors to blue. Yeah, I'm using the same blue. It's what I have in my project bag here, my tote bag. And it's got colors that are loaded up. When the color runs out, I'll pick another one. Okay. I'm okay with that. I like sad green. Again, I'm going to show you how to join. Just a refresher. You don't finish the last stitch. You loop your new color. Well, I cut my tail. You loop your new color onto your hook. Pull it through to finish the stitch. Obviously, you leave a tail. And then for the next row, we chain 2. And then we're going to flip it over. And then start our pattern up again. When I'm done all of this, what I will do, and I can do this as I go with these tails here, I can always do a very, very loose knot or I can just go back and weave them in now. I'm going to leave it to the very end. There are some people who hate weaving in tails. I don't mind weaving in the tails. But that's where we're going to stop the temperature blanket for tonight, because I still have 3 more days to do, and I'm going to need something for Tuesday. Actually, this is... Oh my God, stop. So, I'm going to find something real quick. I'm going to do that demonstration about the Tunisian crochet now. And let me find another... that away. So, to change gears over to what we were doing yesterday. Oops. So, just to recap, Tunisian crochet hook. That's what I was doing. Well, I know Cinderella had asked about if you're doing a longer, if you wanted to do a wider piece. I don't know. I didn't. It all depends on your yarn. You can get about that much. So, Cinderella had asked about doing a wider project, like a blanket or something, instead of using one of these and doing vertical panels and then seaming them together. I found another technique, and trying to find the right hook is... I gotta find... I'm gonna go blind with this. Okay, I'm just gonna grab this. Actually, I'm gonna get this. This isn't the right size hook for it, but I've got these. These are double-ended crochet hooks. They're also called crow knits. And these are all different sizes. Yeah, these are bamboo. Had them for a while, but I figured out how to actually use them. So I'm going to do a sample, but you can always make this larger than my sample will be. Like, let's say you're doing a blanket that's 200 stitches wide. For the demonstration purposes, I'm going to use gray and pink, because you could do this... Let me reword this. You're going to need 2 balls. I'll get there. We'll get there. You're going to need 2 balls for each, or 2 skeins for each row, each time you do it. For demonstration purposes, I'm going to use 2 contrasting colors. You could do the same color. So, it's got a hook at each end. Obviously, this hook is much larger than what you would need for this yarn. But we're going to start with a slip knot, real basic. And you're going to chain. You're going to chain however many that you need. So if you're doing a blanket that's 200 stitches wide, you're going to chain 200. Nine, 10. I'm going to do about 20. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. Yes, my chains are very loose because I'm using a larger hook. So let's say I did 200 chains. Then what you would do, let me figure out how this is constructed. You would do Tunisian crochet where you would go in and pick it up and loop over. And you go into the next one and loop up and pick over. And you get all your loops on it. With this, you would only do a segment. So let's say it's 200. You can do however many you want. But let's say we have 200 chains. We'll do 25 at a time. So you do 25 of them. This sample here has got 20. So this sample I'm going to do 10. 4. This is really awkward with this really lightweight, with this large hook. 6. Come on. 7. I mean, I could stop now, but I'm just going to do 8. I'm going to do 2 more. And 10. I still have a whole bunch more chains. So again, visualize it. It's like 200 chains. So I'm going to do a segment here. Then I'm going to take the double-ended hook and flip it. And if you're doing Tunisian crochet, you'd use the same color. But just so you can see, I'm going to use this. So you'd use another ball the exact same color. So you're going to move all of your stitches down to the other end. So this is our chain here that we haven't done yet. These are the ones we got the loops on. So now you got to loop on the hook. You're going to go through the first one. And then you would go through the next 2. Oops. Just like you would do the return pass in Tunisian crochet. Because remember, Tunisian crochet, you get all your loops on your hook, and then you go back the way you came, taking them off. So this way, you're doing the forward and backward pass in segments. If this is making any sense. It'll make sense once I get a little bit further along. And then you could stop here. This doesn't look like the actual Tunisian crochet that the sample I did the other day. It's because it's much looser because it's a bigger hook, but it's still the same structure. You still got your vertical bars. So now, once you've done that, you've already finished that section. Now you can flip and go back to I can get this laying right. Go back to picking up loops. And this is the forward pass. So your original pass for the row. And I can always do, I'm probably going to end up doing this again on yeah, but this is a way that you can actually achieve that. So now I've got the last 10, but keep in mind, let's say I had 200. This is just a small example. So I've got that. So I got all my loops done. Now I'm going to flip and I'm going to work the next section. So I'm going to push everything to the other end of the double hook and then do the return pass. You're just breaking it up into smaller chunks. You're not doing all however many chains that you originally started with. And then that way, it doesn't matter. Oops. Exactly. Yeah. So now I finished it, and again, it being the wrong size hook for this yarn, but that is Tunisian crochet. It's looser now, and you've got your vertical bars. So now when you go, you do the same thing for the next row. Then I would go through, and I'd have to figure out how to do the next, because now we've got the pink is here and the gray is here, and I got to figure out how to get it to the other end. You might have to end up cutting it and then starting again, but still, yes, yeah, that's what this is for. This is for a project that's wider than what's going to fit on a Tunisian hook. Yeah, like a blanket, because you're not going to get a full. You're not even going to get any type of blanket just on a Tunisian hook. I mean, you can. You'd have to do separate panels, but if you use a double-ended crochet hook, you're able to do that without having any seams. But Saturday, I'll go more in depth with it, and I'll find the right hook, because the sizes on here are stamped with black text, and I can barely read it, so I'd have to sit through each one. That's a 9mm, so I think that might be a... Yeah. The other way, like Clay Miko had sent, found that picture yesterday of doing those hooks, and I sent Cinderella a YouTube video on it. This person, let me get a hook, my bag. You'd have to use a regular, basic run-of-the-mill hook. Nothing with you wouldn't want to use anything with like a comfort handle. So you take your hook, and then you get a plastic drinking straw, like a reusable drinking straw. And the video I saw, the lady was like, you're going to probably have to find a bunch of different ones, as they're all different diameters and thicknesses. But you're going to find one that, and I don't have anything here to use. This is the thing that I hold my tapestry needles. Pretend that's the drinking straw. That's obviously going to be too big for this. So you're going to have to find one that the inner diameter is close to the diameter or the circumference of your hook, so it fits kind of snug. And then you get this stuff. She called it jelly cord. You can use other stuff. You can use anything that's plastic or durable. I wouldn't suggest string or yarn, but the jelly cord in the video, it was stretchy, and it's probably around the circumference of the hook, maybe a little bit smaller, I don't know, but it's stretchy, and it's used for different types of jewelry, like air tubing for aquariums could work too. And what you would do is you would cut off about an inch of your reusable straw with a saw or whatever. You cut that off, and you put your jelly cord or your aquarium tubing or whatever you have in there, and then wedge your hook in so it's going to keep that cord in there. And then you can cut your jelly cord or your aquarium tubing however long you want. You can have it from here to Timbuktu, and on the end get a large bead, like a large wooden bead or anything that's big and chunky, even a spool of yarn, an empty spool of yarn or whatever, and fish it through there and tie it in a knot so you have a stopper. And then that way you're essentially making one of these with a really long cord on it to hold your stitches. If that makes any sense. Those are the two suggestions that I found to make it work. Let me put all this away and get ready to end the string here soon. But yeah, Saturday I'll do more of the double-ended crochet hook. Had them for years and I'd used them before. Okay, yeah, that's cool. I just had forgot how to use them because it's not a tool I use that often. Same thing with Tunisian hooks. I don't use that often. Return all of this stuff to my bag. Oh, I don't know if I have shown this bag. Or I might have done it. I don't know how well this is going to show up on camera. This here, and I probably have to zoom out more. I don't know how it's going to go away. Okay, we're going to do one thing here. We're going to change my background removal. No, you can stream as long as you want. If you want to stream for 24 hours, you can stream for 24 hours. Okay, this is my yarn bag, project bag, that I got a couple years ago as like a gift to myself. And it's got all different pockets and nooks and crannies and everything. So it's got a clear plastic pocket here. I've just got a binder with some project patterns in it, like small. What do I have in here? This is from when I was at Michael's. The free project sheets. Oh, you can't even see that. The free project sheets. And then anything that came from skeins of yarn with actual projects. So I just house that in this clear side pocket. So that's on one end. And on the other end, there's another pocket, but it's not clear. And you can put whatever you want in it. Right now I got just gauge swatches in there. But I guess if you were going to take it somewhere to have like a knitting or crochet club, a water bottle would fit perfectly in there. And in the back, it's got a big pocket, and that's where books go and other larger patterns, and that's where I store the crochet dictionary. Goes in there. If I can get in there. It zips up, but all of my patterns are too big. and then the other books go in there. And then the front here, it's got a zipper pouch. Let's see if I can angle that down. It's got a mesh bag where you can put tape measures and notions and whatever else you need in here. And then on the flap of the bag, it's got a place to store your hooks. And then it's got a mesh pouch here for any other tools like a pen, tapestry needles, a little pair of scissors, whatever you want to put in there. I have extra hooks in there. And that zips up. It's got short handles to carry. And it's also got a shoulder strap. But on the top here, it's got this pouch here, and that's what I got, the Tunisian hooks. And my double-ended crochet hooks are in this. And it's got its zipper shut. It also has snaps that will snap down, and this can open. And that's where I've got the temperature blanket. And in here, it's a big cavity, and I got some yarn in here. You could put whatever else you in there. If you're doing a project, you can put your project in there. But I needed extra spots for my yarn. And it's got little Velcro. I don't know if you're going to be able to see. It's got little Velcro pieces on here to hold your yarn so you don't lose them. But this clear piece here has got some metal grommets. Because this top, and I'm connected, this top can unzip. And in here, it's got separated pockets that you can put your different skeins of yarn in and then run the strands up through the grommets so it'll protect your yarn so they don't get dusty and tangled. And then, oops, get all of it in here. And then when you work from it, if I need the blue like I need, the blue is in the bag, and as I work from it, it's going to pull. Same thing with the orange and all the other colors. But I have more than 6 colors, so my extra colors go in here. So that's like my go-to project bag, and keeps everything tidy, and you're not going to lose anything. Make certain I don't that up. Gotta put my hook in there. But yeah, I got this on Amazon a couple years ago. Let's get rid of the background because I don't think you need to see that. Yep. Oh wow. Okay. Camera angle. I'm not a good cameraman. Let me just double check. Let me look something up. See how much that was. If I remember correctly. Hey, there's nothing wrong with a diaper bag or a Walmart bag. You use whatever you got. I can't find it right now. I want to say it was like $25, $30, $35. Maybe a little more. This is a couple years ago. I'm just doing a quick search of my Amazon history. Hey, use what you got. You don't got to go out and buy a special bag. Yeah, I can't find it right now. move that over there. I think that's going to be it for tonight. Thank everybody for tuning in and following if you are following. Remember, my socials are down, especially the YouTube channel. Immediately after the stream, they get uploaded. Yes, yes, they do have some really elaborate bags. I was gonna say YouTube. I'm getting a lot of views on my YouTube, which I'm really happy about. And no stream tomorrow. Next stream will be Tuesday evening. Temperature blanket, the last 3 rows. And I think that's it. So everybody, you all have a good night and happy crafting.